Hey guys, I want to do a quick video on the Kershaw Emerson collaboration. This is the CQC-6. I've had a couple Emersons in the past and I always liked the ergonomics and such of them, but I never cared for the chisel grind. I've never liked chisel grinds. You know, I'm sure some of it comes down to personal preference, but I just have always found that a good V grind performs better for me and is easier to sharpen. So, only a couple issues with this knife, and this is just an overview. When I got it, a couple of these screws were kind of chewed up a little bit. It's nothing crazy, just, you know, in the future down the line, you don't want to have a screw head break off or strip out in the body. It's a huge pain to take care of. And the only other one I had, and I know some people get all worked up about this, it did have a bit of overheating at the tip from sharpening. I have since sharpened it. It didn't seem to really affect it much. We'll see with further use, but so far it wasn't too bad during sharpening. I think so far my initial impressions are that this $35 knife is already on par, if not exceeding, some of the Emersons that I've handled. And again, to me, personal preference, but I've always thought Emersons were a touch overpriced. I understand it's all USA made. Obviously, that's amazing and awesome. But let's just get down to what this offers. It is frame lock. Like it is V-ground, so both sides are a hollow grind, which is great. Again, my preference. The steel, I'll annotate this in for sure. It's an 8CR steel. I'm pretty sure it's 8CR13 MOV, like the Tenacious line. It still uses Emerson's pretty typical Phillips head screws in the body, and then the just standard flathead screwdriver for the pivot. And I don't really have a problem with that. I think torques are a little more secure, but you know, for a knife, it's probably not a big deal. It is nicely centered. It's got the illusion that it's not because this G10 side is thicker than the frame lock side. Not really a problem. And the frame lock, nice and sturdy. I'm not detecting any blade play, that's great. And again, not to just keep slamming Emerson, but it's better than some Emersons that I've handled. It rides on nylon washers. They're not phosphor bronze. I'm assuming they're nylon. I've never had a problem with nylon washers. I don't really see what the big difference is going to be between those and phosphor bronze. I guess other than that phosphor bronze can be a little flatter. But I don't know. Nylon washers have always been really smooth, and there was a lot of custom makers that used them and might still even. So ergonomics are good. Even in heavier grips, there's a couple of good things that I really like to see that Kershaw did. One was that on the inside of the liners, I don't know if you can kind of catch that, they are actually rounded, chamfered. If you watch my Nalaka video, you'll know that I kind of complained about the liners being left very flat and sharp. I'd like to see more factories keep doing this. It makes the grip more comfortable, especially if you're really bearing down on a cut or in a hammer grip where you're really utilizing the entire handle, you know, not doing like a side grip. The jimping is not overly aggressive. It's about where I would like it. I don't mind really fine jimping like paramilitary too, but it's not sharp. It gives good grip. That's one thing I did like. Kind of the Emerson Wave also fit into a bit of an upper guard that's not super tall. It just, I don't know, it fits naturally well, although the blade is up above your hand somewhat, so it cuts, so a lot of it's going to go into the belly. It's very smooth, and the finish is kind of a satin on the top and stonewash on the bottom. So that's it so far, guys. I guess the pocket clip is really well done, nice and sturdy. So far I like it. I'm going to carry it, use it. It's a chance to get an Emerson knife design at a budget price, and I think for $35 there's not much to complain there. Like I said, I think the fit and finish is as good as Emerson's already, and you know, you're not out much for $34 shipped. So thanks for watching as always, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.